Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Jaygeons and Dragclarks. We're playing Rise of Tiamat again today. Last week, when we played, you guys did a little more investigating in the town of Altend. You questioned Galen's Raven and found out that he had been going out into the woods to meet somebody. You guys found out that he had struck a deal with the dragon and his rider in exchange for information. The dragon and the rider would end their assault on the city, which they did. And then Galen had been going into the woods periodically to give them information. He'd been going every night. The dragon and the rider just kind of show up whenever they want more information. You guys set out through the misty forest towards southeastern part of the forest, about 30 miles away from Altand, where there was a waterfall that Delon knew about. Along the way, you guys encountered a druid who was trapped under a tree. When you guys tried to help her out, you found out that the tree was actually an awakened tree, and they were basically just testing you guys to see if you were, noble of heart and intent. And because of your guys' willingness and readiness to help someone in the forest, you were given garlands that had some magic woven into them that would make you invisible to certain denizens of the forest and their ill intents. As you guys continued towards where the area that Delon was taking you to, the forest sort of gave way to a sea of spider webs where you guys were attacked by several giant spiders and a few ettercaps. After defeating them and going forward about another quarter mile or so, you arrive where we are now, which is at the pool of a waterfall falling off of a high cliff into a pool that's about 20 feet deep. Its surface obscured by an emerald haze. You can see between, like sort of behind the falls, you can see that there is a large cave entrance. And that's where we're going to pick up.
This waterfall's kicking up a lot of power.
But I took some hits.
What's that?
What's that?
Yeah. Did anyone else take damage in that battle besides me?
I did as well. That's why I was just thinking a rest of sorts would probably be a good idea, and to get the lay of the land of coming and goings of said enemies.
Yeah, I'm a little hurt.
I'm all right. All thanks to my good friend, the mutagens.
So you guys want to take a short rest?
Well, if we take a short rest, it only gives us, like, what, a couple of hit points back or something?
It allows you to roll as many hit dice as you want. You have 11 hit dice at your disposal to roll to regain hit points. So it's you would roll your hit dice, which would be a D10. So you would roll a D10, add your your Constitution modifier, and that's how many hit points you would get back. A short rest takes about an hour.
I'd say the short rest will do for me.
What about my wolf?
She also basically has hit dice. Let me see if I can pull that up. I can't remember what that is. I should have pulled that up beforehand. That'd been good prep on my part.
It's 8 ciders.
So then, yeah, you'd be able to roll a few d8s for that too.
All right, we'll do that then. Give that a shot.
It works for me.
All right, short rested.
My wolf got 13 back, which could go. Let's see what I can pull off.
Oh, okay. There.
Yeah. And
Ouch. So far I got 18, 21 back.
so, guys, I have a thought. I know it's a dangerous thing. But last time we fought a dragon, didn't y'all get fucked up by the ceiling?
I don't know what you're talking about.
First of all, Tony, what do you mean by y'all? Second of all, what do you mean by fucked up by the ceiling?
Dragons are assholes, and they make their environment fight us.
Yes, there were several instances of things happening inside of Arother's lair.
So, that's why I'm saying, mind the ceiling.
And
says-
how exactly do we do that? Once
Stick
again,
and
the
move.
allergies.
Stick and move.
Alright, I got most of mine back.
Is everybody done rolling
We kill it.
hit dice?
Yeah.
Yep. So, in our short rest time period, had we seen anything coming or going from this waterfall area or the general vicinity?
During the course of the time that you guys are there, no, actually, nothing does come and go. You don't hear anything outside of the roar of the waterfall. No roaring of a dragon or anything like that.
What kind of tracks do I see? Anything?
Make a survival check with advantage. You do see, sort of in the mud around here, you do see several sets of humanoid footprints.
How fresh?
Within,
You say humanoid. Are they wearing boots? Are they barefoot?
they're wearing boots. They're probably within the last 12 to 24 hours.
So, I'm also going to equip my Dragon Slayer sword while I'm at it.
Okay.
So I have a sword in each hand. Dragon Slayer being secondary at the moment.
Well, if we're going to be fighting a dragon soon, I'm going to put on some Depends. Or my brown pants, whichever.
Tony, are either of the swords that you have light?
Nope, they're both long swords.
Okay, you can't actually wield both of them then.
I can't one-hand them?
No.
Because they have the versatile features, so then what's the point of having a one-hand attack if I can't hold two swords?
Well, okay, you can hold each in one hand, but you cannot attack with both in the same turn.
Yes, that is my understanding. That's
Okay.
why I just want them both out and available so I can swap hands need be
Gotcha. Okay.
to a primary and secondary.
Okay.
But for the record, every time he attacks, the one that he's going to attack with goes to his right hand. So he literally does this before he swings.
I just hold them together and just angle one forward slightly.
What were you saying, Delon?
You literally can't fight with two weapons unless they're light.
That's not entirely true. There, if you have two weapon fighting, you can. But so if you have a feat to dual wield, yes, you can. If you do not, you can use your offhand to make an attack with a light weapon. But both weapons have to have the light property.
I mean, come on. Most of my bonus actions are biting things.
So where would I find that if I had it or not?
You do not have dual wielding.
Wow. Can I get it or no?
At level 12, I think you will have an opportunity to take a ability score improvement or a feat. So you could take that feat at level 12.
All right, let's get this party started.
All right. So you guys are entering into the cave.
Stealthy like.
Okay. What's the marching order? Why don't you guys go ahead and arrange yourselves in the order you want to be in?
I'll be in front with.
I'll be
I
meat shield.
assume is dark, so we're gonna want our dark vision.
Hey, that's me.
Those
Hey,
two
me too.
front.
I'm figuring this out.
Are you trying to be stealthy?
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh.
Make sure.
That's into
How do
my
I move?
left
Are you-
foot, right.
Hang on.
Did
I
you
might
give
have.
him-
I might have not. Oh yeah, there we go. I wanted to make sure that I had given him permissions. I couldn't remember if I had plopped that, if I put the token here, or if I copy and pasted from the last page. I copy and pasted. All right. So you guys are wanting to move stealthily.
Yep. I want to be
This is
right
exactly where I
about
wanted
there.
my guy. How do I get him to move again?
You just gotta click on it, and then you can drag it, or you can move it with the arrow keys. If you click on the token first.
Every time I click, just a blue box and doesn't move.
Try clicking somewhere else and then back on it.
No, I'm supposed to use that arrow thing at the top left, right?
Yes.
Right, yeah. So try just clicking once on it. You don't have to do a long click, and then using the arrow keys to move them.
Where are arrow keys?
Like on the keyboard.
No.
Oh no! Vines came and grabbed his legs. Roll for initiative.
They came over the back wall. You didn't set up a trap.
All right. Why don't everybody roll a stealth check?
Oh,
With advantage or not?
No, because now you are leaving your favored terrain.
$20.
Guys, can we not use the chat since I'm recording?
Oh,
fine.
22.
So
I
Cassius
also
and Laven got a
got a
22. Tony got a
22.
28.
I got a natural 20 with a +8.
All right. Haggard, how was your stealth roll?
Barbarian ever.
19.
19. Okay. All right. So you guys are able to make it into this sort of opening chamber. Laven, I need you to make a perception check for me.
Okay. A 17.
17. All right, so as you guys get into this sort of antechamber, Leovan, you see a couple elves ahead in the tunnel. They look like they are keeping watch of some sort.
Okay.
Huh. Is there any way to blend in to my surroundings a little better and sneak up a little closer?
Is there any way to be more elfy?
Leovan, you notice that they do not seem to have noticed you guys yet.
Okay.
As far as blending better into your environment goes, Delon, basically, unless you have a spell that's allowing you to do something like that, you're just going to have to rely on your stealth check being better than their perception check.
I would like to. I can't do that. Hey guys, there's a couple. Anybody have something to? I guess draw them.
Do they look bored? Do they look intent? I mean, what do their mannerisms show?
Leovan, make a make another perception check for me.
Okay. 13.
They look nervous, and you see them sort of like whispering back and forth to themselves, but they're not. They look like they are nervous, but there to do a job for one reason or another.
So they're not really facing us per se. They're facing towards.
They're facing in this general direction. They're kind of there may be more than what you can see there. So Leovan, you can see that there's two people there, and it looks like they may be talking to two more people that are sort of in an alcove that you can't really see yet.
Does their clothing like one of the elven villagers? Like they might be turncoats, or are they looking more like Cult of the Dragon, where?
So as Leovan describes, these guys, they do not appear to have cult regalia on, as you would understand it, Delon. They do seem to be dressed mostly like people from the village. They look like they're wearing fairly common garb, and they don't have any identifying sort of markings on them or anything like that.
Well, then we can't take the risk of killing them unnecessarily.
But can we take the risk of injuring them necessarily to figure out what we want?
Well, it was. Did Leovan, did you tell us that they are talking to two other people yet, or no?
Not yet. So, they are sort of the way that they're interacting. It seems like there are other people in the base with them, but I can't see anybody else.
All right, should we assume that since we could be heading towards the lair of this dragon and controller, that everyone is going to be willing to hurt or kill us? Or
Make an intelligence check for me, Hagrid.
That's how I live my life, Hagrid.
Did you get a 2?
no, I got an 8 actually.
What
Okay.
is-
So an 8 total.
Oh,
Sorry.
oh yeah, that's my grand total.
Okay. I have I have nothing to add.
Can I make an intelligence roll?
No, this was for something specific. Yeah, it's basically a remembering check. So your character would have needed to be there to remember the thing.
All right.
That's
it.
I want to take out my bag of tricks
Okay.
and
Another
take
badger.
out a fuzzball and throw it out.
Okay. Now I need to get a bag of tricks up here. So you take one of the fuzzballs and you pull it out.
Yep.
That's not a badger.
And you have the
I
gray
mean,
bag
yeah,
of
more
tricks,
than just-
correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, more than just a bag of badgers.
So hey, this time it's not a badger.
No.
It's a boar.
Cool.
Very subtle.
I'm gonna tell the boar to go here.
I think we should dump some water on it first. If a dry boar comes running in here, it's going to be even worse.
I mean, at this point, do you think they can really make that check that quickly? It's like, oh my god, a boar. Why
I'm
is that
dumping
dry?
water on the boar while they're muttering.
Okay. I'm gonna tell it to go run through and like run away from them and try to go deeper.
Okay. So you have control of the token. So go ahead and sort of send it where you want to. So you just want it to go running deeper into the chamber.
Yeah, and I want to kind of send it past these guys,
Okay.
kind of that way.
Okay. So you tell the boar to go running through them and further deeper into the chamber. And as it as it runs into the chamber, you see someone from this side kind of lunge out at it. Misses grabbing it though, and then you
Was
hear
it
the
'cause of
boar
grease?
run deeper into the chamber, and you start hearing, the sort of pig-like noises coming from more of a southeasterly direction. They're starting to echo a lot, and you can hear that the pig's getting further away.
Perfect.
And then go ahead and make a perception check for me.
24.
24. You do hear sort of like over the sounds of the squeals after a period of time. There's a splashing noise. And one of the guys, he kind of peels off to go after the boar. So you can still see two people.
I say we sneak stealthily forward and see what we can see.
I'm gonna then cast. I think I have this. Maybe. Apparently not. Never mind.
What?
Why can't
I thought I had
what the
Pass Without a
fuck
Trace.
going on?
Oh, I do. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace before we move forward.
Even better.
Okay. What's going on, Delon?
I just was able to move my wolf, but I can't move me. It won't get off the damn.
Try clicking like elsewhere on the map and then clicking on you. Sometimes it gets stuck on a token. As nice of a program as it is, Roll20 is not a perfect program.
Oh.
All right.
All right, so you guys are.
Wall.
Who's moving me now?
No one's moving you.
Somebody moved me.
You're up here.
Me.
How did I get? Oh, makes sense. I was trying to move the wrong guy. My bad.
It's all right.
sneak down right around here.
All right.
My guy moves fine.
Why don't you guys, whoever's sneaking forward, go ahead and roll stealth checks, and you add 10 to it in addition to your modifiers because of Pass Without a Trace.
I'm gonna go right there.
33.
Wow.
Your modifier and then 10.
Oh, okay. 27.
21.
So that is the lowest I could possibly roll in the 15.
15? Okay. Leovan, you actually somehow wind up in Akre. You stealth so hard you change campaigns. You guys are as you're moving forward. Hagrid and Tony. Hagrid, did you roll?
Yeah, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. I also need you to roll Delon for Alaska if she's coming with.
Oh, I got to roll for her.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on a second. So I got to find her. Wait. What am I doing? Stealth?
Yeah. So it's going to be dexterity.
Okay.
Oh yeah, she actually has a stealth roll actually.
Yeah. Huh, she's almost as good as I am. Actually, she's better. So let's see here. I got 31.
Okay. All right. You guys are able to move forward. Absolutely silently. The sound of the falls behind you completely drowning out any sort of semblance of noise that that you're making. Cassius, you actually accidentally, knock two of your mutagens together, but the clinking noise is again drowned out by the falls, and it seems as though none of the elves in front of you have noticed it.
I'm going to grab the mutagens and just turn around.
Did we acquire any new information?
Yeah, what happened to the floor?
It splashed. Or something splashed.
Oh, and I'm actually resting my hand on your shoulder as I did not want to light it. You're leading me through the.
Oh.
All right. So as you guys move forward, you can see more of the chamber. You see the opening of a large chamber with a 40-foot high ceiling, set with massive stalactites with smaller stalagmites set across the ground. You hear sounds of a pool of water in the towards the southeast corner of the cavern, fed by what sound like streams of dripping water through the rock.
Well,
I have a quick question. On my screen, I have two more icons or something. One, I think, is like a settings thing. And the other one, I don't know. It's like a circle with a little dot and a little oval thing in there. What do they do? It's not. It's going to let me click on it.
Are you talking about on the toolbar on the left?
Down, right down here. When I go over them, it says I can push them, but I don't know what they do, and I really don't want to screw things up.
Yeah, don't worry about those. So one of them is actual like settings where you can do like what Leovan did and put that aura around him, so you guys know what the Pass Without a Trace range is. And then the other one allows you to put like colors and icons on things to denote effects, which is usually something that I never do.
Okay.
all right. If we're not going to get any more information, but just watching, I'd say we start
We start what?
interacting. Sorry, my voice right now sounds like Michael Rooker and Kevin from The Office had.
Actually, you sound a lot like Ziri.
Damn it.
Accidental Kaziri.
Well, my idea of interacting is
I'm going to try to sneak all the way around the corner. Just so I
You
know
do
what we're
that,
dealing with.
and hey, here's the deal. Tony, you can be the magnet, and then Laven, you go around behind them, and then we all just do, if need be.
Can I sense if the boar would still, I don't know, respond if I tried to? Because I guess command would mean I'm doing it verbally.
Right. Let me look that up while you guys figure out what it is you're doing. So, Cassius, let me think and let me try to understand what you're saying. You're saying you want Tony to take point on talking to these people? You know what Tony's version of talking is, right?
Yes, no, he's the magnet. He attracts all the attention.
You know he's just going to
No.
hit them with the swords in his hands, right?
Yes.
The only discussion will be the voices in his head arguing as to which sword he uses.
I don't understand what the point of the magnet is by attacking them. And then everybody else sits there and goes, what's really happening?
How are they going to attract? Let's find out.
Yes.
Tony, go kill things.
Yes. Thank you. The tiny one gets it. The secret is to undercook the young.
Did I miss something in the description of the area? Is there enough light to see yet, or is this all completely black?
You still have some semblance of light. You can kind of make out the elven figures in front of you. They're kind of on the edge of the light coming in from the falls. The chamber does get darker as it goes deeper. They don't have any torches lit that you can see nearby, at least. Leovan, because basically you gave the boar sort of a general command, it executed that, and now it is acting in a fashion appropriate to its nature.
Cool.
So mostly trying to find things to eat and rolling in its own shit, stuff like that.
Good. That's what I would have told you to do anyway.
So I would say, Hagrid, you can probably see, for better or worse, to a wall that's kind of behind the group of elves. After that, as the chamber moves southeasterly, it gets a little too dark for you to be able to make things out.
Can I assume nobody in our group has an invisibility spell?
You haven't seen anyone
Be
use
a fair
one.
assumption.
Actually, it turns out there's a party member who has not talked forever. Hence his invisibility spell. Everybody welcome Tyler.
He's our party's mime.
Anyone have potions?
If Tony takes off all his clothes, I think he goes invisible.
But only when we're not looking at him.
Well, everybody else also goes blind, so.
Potato.
So, we found out what we need to do.
Does anyone have a potion of invisibility, like Delon asked?
No.
Nope.
No, we have potions that do weird things, but I don't think invisibility is one of them.
No, I definitely do not.
I might have an idea.
All right.
What's your idea, Laven?
Well, these guys don't seem important, right? So rather than picking a fight, I could cast Wall of Stone and just box them in.
I mean, I will remind you that one of them did run off.
Yeah.
When did I miss that one?
He went chasing
went
off
after
after the
the
boar.
Yeah.
I mean, we got to get Puma back. I'm not going to let another one of your animals die.
That's what they're there for.
Why don't you guys go ahead and roll another stealth check? Now that we've been standing around for a while.
Ah, much better. That is
Shouldn't have waited this long, guys.
24.
35.
Uh,
I rolled a 1, so I guess it doesn't matter.
21.
27.
Actually, I'm sorry, 21.
What's your stealth modifier, though, Delon?
Oh, my stealth modifier is 9.
So you got a 20. You still got a dirty 20. One's only count as failures. That's an automatic failure when you're like attacking. So just like a one doesn't mean that you fail a skill check. 20 doesn't necessarily mean that you always pass it either.
Well, she got, let's see, there's another 17 because another 18. So she has 38 for her roll.
Okay. They still haven't noticed you guys.
Yeah, we can't gain. God, it's not even that far away. It's like, what, 5, 10, 15, 20 feet? There's no way we can get on them to, like, incapacitate them without having a problem.
Well,
I have a thought. How long can your wall of stone be?
I think pretty long.
what if we just, became a problem?
10
Grab
foot
some
panel, so
twigs and just
100
say
feet.
where bushes move
100
along. Will
feet.
that work?
Well, what if we did wall of stone across here, and then one of us went in this square to basically create a choke point so these three can't escape, and it basically reflects the sound.
Oh, that's actually pretty good thinking.
Draw that? I don't understand.
So we put wall of stone right there, essentially. Then have one of us go right there, give or take. It creates a choke point, or right to get through.
I'll do that part.
And then sound will go back.
Should go
That way.
backwards.
And it gives us cover from anyone coming from this way.
So it's going to be fight first, ask questions later.
Just
Well-
I think the problem with that is
No, we're
doesn't
going to try to
matter.
subdue if we can.
Well, that's why we do the wall of stone. It gives us the opportunity to argue that you have no path out. Tell us all of the or die.
I was thinking we could just do that, and then they're stuck in there, and we can talk to the other guy who ran off.
We don't know where he went, though, and we don't know the depths of this cave, so I'd rather lay of the land.
Or
I like
we just and we go fight a dragon.
I'm for Tony's idea.
Okay.
Well, we can do the majority of the wall also if we just leave a space open so we can get in and out, and they can't.
All right. If I'm gonna go knock these guys out now. Start building the wall.
Yep, so I say that'll be our first action is wall, and then bum rush.
Well, who's got the best dexterity in the group?
Yo,
What is mine?
Mine's 20.
Mine is
It's
18.
hard to do. Yeah.
So I should probably do that choke point. Because I'll get there the fastest.
Well, my movement is 35 feet.
Yeah, dexterity doesn't impact speed.
yeah. Just letting you know, move speed of 40, and I can also have the widest range of melee attack.
Truth. Okay.
Where do I find that? Where do I find my move speed?
Yours, I believe, is 30 feet. Yeah, 30 feet walking.
I see it.
All right. So we do need an access in there. That would be the only alteration. I say we give it to Leovan to do that first, and then we'll threaten the living shit out of him.
I take out Wit's End, and I don't put a right on it yet, but
All right, so Laven, what does your wall of stone look like? So you've got plenty in that small space. You have plenty of wall of stone in order to do what you guys want to do. So it looks like that. Okay, who is going to seal the gap?
5, 10, 15, right, and I'm holding the edge
Okay.
with Wit's End.
And I'm going to move right there to 8.
Cassius and Tony, can you guys make stealth checks without the benefits of Pass Without a Trace, because Wall of Stone knocks Pass Without a Trace out?
Yeah.
That is a 15.
21.
Okay. All right. As the Wall of Stone sort of comes up out of the ground, you hear the three voices. Hey, what's that? Who's there?
It's nobody. Just pay attention to the wall being built.
Oh, all right.
I don't think these guys know anything.
No, that the oh, all right thing was a joke. I was just the. All right. So once again, you hear just one voice call out. This time, he says, "If you're members of the cult, you'll give us your names right now."
Somebody with more tact than me should probably perform this.
My -1 charisma can take care of this.
Man, if only we had like a bard type deal who could help us.
Did he really help us? I'll get my voice back. All right. Let's see here. First off, that's not cult protocol. You're asking for my name. That's how it works. Read it in the cult handbook.
We're under direct orders to get everyone's names as they come in.
Well, what's your name?
Well, I'm not technically a member of the cult, so my name doesn't matter. Now do it.
If you're technically not a member of the cult, then who's going to believe you and you take it anyways?
Now, I'm assuming that they're elves, they can see us.
Mm-hmm.
Also, my tiny friend here is a Rothater. Does that mean anything to you?
All right, so I step up next to Tony, and I kind of bump him with my elbow, and I stick my hand out, and I
All right.
kind of hint to him to do that.
To stick my hand out with a pointy stick?
No, the 5 fingers, the 5 heads of Tiamat. Come on.
Yeah, the 5-finger death punch.
5-finger death punch it is.
All right. Well,
Hail Tiamat.
that's all well and good. I still need your names. And who is the leader of the cult of dragons?
The leader is obviously Tiamat, the one that's on this plane of existence. Severin.
Never.
You see the
Dave's dirty cousin.
the guy who's been doing the talking. The guy on the right said something to the guy on the left, and they're like nodding their heads, and so they look back. All right, I still need your names for Neurovane, though.
Wait, you said Neurovane? No way, that's my name too.
I
Crazy
know
small world.
I know Neurovane, and you know him.
Yeah, that's it. Like, more than one person can have a name.
Make a deception check.
Will do. At -1. 16. 17 -1.
All right. Well, I suppose that's true, but ain't you got like a middle name or something?
No, it's... I only got the one name. Nerve.
The Blood Hunter, formerly known as Neurovane.
Down.
Right then. All right. Well, I suppose you guys can go continue. Wait. What's the deal with this wall? Is it gonna go away? I don't think Truth's gonna like that one.
It's safety for your protection, prevents you from being stabbed in the back.
It's true.
Stabbed in the back by who?
Swords.
Never know.
Seriously though, if you don't take this wall down, Truth's gonna fucking kill us all.
Well, you better get to work.
Grab a hammer.
I don't think you guys understand the gravity of the situation that we're in now.
I whisper to Tony. Of course, I have to bend down quite a bit to do that. While we have their guard down, maybe we should take care of them now, because we're not going to leave them alive behind us, or at least not conscious anyway.
Yeah, I don't think they understand the gravity of the situation they're in.
5, 10, 15. I want to go right there.
Okay, are you guys attacking them?
I'm
Fuck
going to
yeah.
wholesale slaughter.
I wasn't going to.
Okay, then I guess let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Let's keep one alive for information, though.
19.
11.
17.
It's going to be one of those days. 10.
30.
Oh, wait a minute. Do I get an initiative modifier too?
Yeah, your initiative.
So then it's 16.
All right. All right. Who got between 20 and 25?
Me,
What'd you get?
20.
All right. 15 to 20.
19.
17.
And you said you got a 16, Delon?
Yeah.
All right. 10 to 15.
I got a 10.
All right. Are you rolling initiative for Alaska for this at all, Delon?
Say what?
Are you rolling initiative for? Oh, never mind. She goes on your initiative. Okay. Haggard, you're up first.
All right, so with this wall in place, what kind of sight do I have now?
For the purposes, you can see them pretty well. Like, you knew where they were beforehand, and it's not like the wall is blocking off the light because the light's coming from behind you guys.
All right, so from here, for my bonus attack, I would like to use the bison head ring.
Okay.
Aye.
All right.
Uh, 16 to hit.
That will hit.
Wow, so many twos. 15 radiant damage.
Okay.
And then I want to use my movement to step in and attempt to melee
Okay.
without activating my hammer.
Okay.
That is a 24.
That'll hit.
That's 9 bludgeoning. And for the improved divine smite, that's 8 more radiant damage.
All right. As your hammer connects with him, you hear a very sickening crunch as you reverse the direction of his breastplate armor. He coughs up a little blood and falls down dead.
All right. Well, I guess we won't be asking him any questions. All right. So for my extra attack, I'm gonna, since she appears to be standing right next to him, I'm gonna try to melee her.
Okay.
Ooh, that's only a 13 to hit.
Still hits.
Nice. Oh, bummer. That was a bad roll. Hit off another one. 10 bludgeoning. And 2 from the improved divine smite.
Okay. So you swing your hammer into the guy with the breastplate. You reverse his armor into his chest. He coughs up his blood and dies. And then you swing your hammer laterally into the elven woman next to him, and she just dies. You notice she's not wearing any armor at all.
Oops.
Way to go.
Okay, guys. Let's try to keep her alive.
So that
All
brings
right.
us to Cassius.
Well, seeing how this is going, how it's not really meeting our plans right now, advance forward, and I'm going to
Sorry
take.
for being effective in battle.
Yeah, I'm going to take the blunt end of Wit's End, jam it right in between her legs at like the knee level, and I'm just going to wrench, trying to knock her to the ground, and then eventually end with the blade pointing right at their neck, but not attacking with it. So tell me, how do I need to go about that?
We're gonna constitute that as a shove action. You're just
Okay.
essentially using the weapon to facilitate that. So it's
Yep.
gonna be a contested strength check. You're
Uh-oh.
probably gonna win.
Yeah, I rolled an 18, straight
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, she got a 10.
Yeah, leverage.
All right, so
And then just
she's knocked
point.
prone, and you have the blade pointed at her.
And then I sit there and says, like, well, you're the lucky one. You're going to be the one that lives if you tell us what we need to know. And then my turn.
Okay. That brings us to Leovan.
I do not want to be a part of the carnage that is happening.
Oh, because they're not chewing gum? You don't want to shoot at them?
So there's only the one left?
There's only
Yes.
the one.
Yeah, you see a single elf left. They appear to be flat on their back with the point of Cassius's polearm at them.
Okay. I'm just gonna and take out my my manacles and strap them on.
Okay. So you're able to do that without any real issue. Delon, you're up.
I'm sorry, I was crunching. What did you say?
It's your turn. So
So you guys got 2 are dead and 1 guy's subdued, right?
yes, and manacled.
And have you guys started questioning him and gotten anything?
Not
It's
yet.
only been 2 seconds.
Does he seem well in hand with these guys? I mean, what else do you want me to do? I could put an arrow in him, but I don't see how that's going to help.
Put an arrow in the dead guys.
I
Prove
mean,
we're serious.
it looks like the situation is pretty well handled. You don't have to do anything. I'm just getting through the initiative order to see if anybody wants to do anything.
Now, if anything, I'm going to kind of go and keep watch, see if there's anyone over. I'm no more, and I'm going to use my ability to camouflage myself.
Okay. All right. Tony, is there anything you want to do?
With them being subdued, I want to just ask them, do they know the layout of these caves and the numbers of individuals contained within?
Okay. So, on Tony, as you're asking that, Delon, you see as a commoner, the not the commoner, as the last elf, the one who ran off after the boar, comes back. Um, they shout, "Well, who are you?" And then everyone who's inside the wall, you guys see the elf who's in there is just recognizes him as like, "Help! Help! Help! Get help!" And
I'm
this
gonna shoot him.
this person takes the dash action and runs off shouting for help.
You
Shoot
just
him.
made a very fatal mistake.
No one actually had any held actions, so Hagrid, it's your turn.
Can I shoot the guy that saw me?
No, because he never came within attack of opportunity range of you, and you did not hold an action on your turn saying that you wanted to shoot anyone if they came by.
My bad.
So Hagrid, it's your turn. The person manacled on the ground at the end of Cassius's polearm is started shouting for help, and you hear further shouts deeper in the cave.
I walk over and I backhand that bitch on the ground for opening her yap. And if she's still conscious, I just want to ask, where is this? The name they mentioned, I know it started with an N. What?
Where's the?
It was
Yeah,
Nurenvain.
if she knows.
All right. So go ahead and make a unarmed attack. So it's just a D20 and your strength modifier.
That's only an 8.
You actually miss slapping her.
Does hold up? If he's in melee range and she's Hagrid gets advantage.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, because she's prone.
Now it's a 12. I seem to be working in factors of 4 today.
Did you say a 12?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what is your strength modifier?
4.
4. Okay. So
You punched her lights out.
you slap her. She does retain her consciousness. And so you ask where Nurenvain is.
Nurenvain, yeah. Where is this Nurenvain?
Okay. So she'll be able to answer on her turn. But we have basically everyone else first. So Cassius, you're actually up now.
I will hold an attack, and if she does anything other than answer Hagrid's question, I will.
Okay. All right. Hang on just a sec, guys. I have to run to the bathroom really quick.
Hey Scott, what's this
Hey,
week's
Jay.
ad?
What's this week's
Advertisement for things that you can check on the Jaygeons and Dragclarks podcast.
We have new merch.
We do?
Yes.
Shit, we do? Yeah, if you go to critrollstore.com, you can buy merch. It's not ours, but you can buy it.
Oh, I like your sign, Jay.
Oh, thank you.
What does it say? I can't.
Mostly because the light in my room goes directly. This
John-
week's John Severin must die.
Ah,
Of course, it's a reference to I can't remember the name of the actual character in that movie, but
John Tucker must die.
Tucker, that's right.
Yeah. There's going to be a lot of these where the illusion is to killing Severin. I've got a few more of these. Next week might be Severin dies at the end.
Tucker and Dale fight Severin.
Yep. Let's see here. Other ones would be unlucky number Slevin.
Don't use them all up.
Severin ways to die.
Severin ways to die in the West.
Yes.
What's in the box? I'm trying to get to the movie Seven, but it's if you just said Severin, it wouldn't work.
Yes. It's just instead of the V, it's the number 7.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah. What's in the mask? What's in the mask? So if you love those movie references and more, there's a podcast you should check out. It's Doug Loves Movies. And when you're done checking that out, check us out again at Jaygeons and Dragclarks. There's such great games that you can play. Last Man Stanton's one. You can play that. How much did this shit make? You can play that too. But now that we're done running free ads for other podcasts, let's get back to the game.
Hang on, give me just a minute.
It's so nice to have my voice back again.
Sorry guys, hang on. I have some upkeep things to do really quick here. You guys sort of poked
Turns
a
out
hornet's
this is
nest.
for the dragons. It's attacking us. What's that?
Said you guys sort of poked a hornet's nest, so hang on.
Oh man, I can. Kabam!
That first.
Yeah. Budget. I don't understand what the fuck.
Nothing.
What are you guys doing?
Ooh, what does this button do? Here in this part of the podcast, you can see Jay fuck around with Roll20.
Alright.
Dragon's gonna come out for us. It's gonna do 60 damage in one breath.
So, did she say where this guy was or no?
Not yet, no. It's got to come up to her turn in order for her to talk, because we're still technically in combat.
Okay, well, whenever it's my turn, I've got my bow ready. So if somebody comes back, I get to shoot them.
Okay.
A miserable day outside. You on call, Dan? snowing by you guys?
Yeah. Probably snowing by you, Andre.
I don't know. I haven't looked outside yet.
We got like a blizzard warning for Carpentersville, so I don't know what the hell's coming.
All I got was a meme from Ben Kernot that said we may possibly, probably, or anything get anywhere between 1 and 39 inches. So I don't think that's real.
I think that's pretty accurate, actually. 1 in 39, yeah.
I know Kevin's flight got canceled.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So Kevin's reenacting the plot to the terminal.
No, but his mom did try to pawn him off on me. Come and get him. Really, I think so. You don't know my luck in bad weather driving.
We do?
It's like Dan's dice rolls.
I'm sorry, who went first in initiative that time? Oh, that's right.
What? Oh, say that again?
Okay. All right. So, sorry, where did we leave off? We left off with Cassius saying that he wanted to hold his action. He was going to attack her if she did anything other than answer Haggard's question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That brings us to Leovan then.
Okay. And I don't want to do anything to this guy, though. I'm just gonna try to sneak and peek around the corner here.
Okay. You do, Leovan, as you come around the corner, you do see the person shouting as they're running southeast through the chamber. Is there anything you want to do with that?
Arrow or
He doesn't have arrows.
I have darts.
I
don't
can
really want.
shoot him?
What's that?
Nah. With it not being your turn, Dallon, no, you cannot.
Action.
What?
A bonus action, a bonus. There's got to be a modifier for it somewhere in 5th edition.
Nope, you may be sad to find out that there isn't in this particular instance because of the way things played out. Sorry, Laven, are you doing anything, man?
Let me get I'm gonna conjure animals.
Okay.
Get 2 brown bears.
2 brown bears, huh?
And yeah, and I
I
want to
can
put
see.
them like right on the other side of this person,
Hold on.
like in here.
Bears are large, correct?
I believe so.
Cool.
Alright. There's your bears. Do with them what you will.
They are large.
Bears coming from?
The bears are coming from
I conjured
the
them.
Conjure Animal spell that
Right.
Laven cast.
Yeah. Yeah, so I want them.
Let's see.
Yes, first.
And what are they? I need you to roll initiative for them. or they can act on your initiative, whichever.
Let's just keep it simple. Have them act with me, if that's cool.
Makes the most sense to me.
Yep.
And now we all run away, and they assume that the bears are the.
Ooh, that's thinking right there.
Mm-hmm. I had that thought, but with my -1 charisma modifier, I could not convey that thought.
So, Laven, what are the bears doing? Sorry if you said that already.
They're growling and looking intimidating.
Okay. Are they holding an action or anything like that?
Yeah, they'll snap if she tries to run by.
But not attack. You're just trying to intimidate her into not running deeper?
Yes.
Okay. Make an intimidation check, then. Technically with advantage, since it's two bears. Maybe one's scarier than the other.
Like that. What's the either?
It would be, let's go with strength, because this is not
Okay.
a, if you don't do what I'm going to say, I'm going to kill you kind of thing. This is, I'm a fucking bear and I might kill you kind of thing.
Okay. 21 then.
Okay, alright. This is a pretty intimidating bear. Alright.
Yeah, definitely not a Paddington bear.
Delon, you're up.
All right. So this is another woman.
It's an elf, so sometimes it's hard to tell.
Ouch.
I'm assuming that because you guys kept calling her as her.
It looks like a shooter.
The token, so the commoner token portrait is a female picture.
I don't think she knows anything.
So we don't need her alerting.
Yeah, so I'm going to cast an arrow of silence on her.
Well, what is Arrow of Silence?
That's when I shoot her in the head.
Oh, okay. All right. Roll to attack. And then also, I want to point out too, I don't know if you've noticed it on your character sheet, the feat sharpshooter that you have. You can declare that you want to shoot with sharpshooter, and what that does is it takes it gives a -5 penalty to your roll, but a +10 to your damage.
Well, from what I've seen for the damage that these guys are taking, I'm not too worried.
I just wanted to point it out.
So, I had 2 attacks, right?
Correct.
Wow. I rolled 2 natural ones.
Nice. Are you kidding?
Nope.
Wow. All right. So despite
Yeah, my dice suck.
despite everything, Delon manages to sail 2 arrows over the shoulder of the commoner.
Dice with me, Dan, that I'm not aware of.
I think this is called karma, sir.
So Delon, is there anything else you want to do? Any more movement you want to use? Anything like that? Bonus action?
Well, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Are you counting the ones that's automatically missing, even without modifiers?
Yes.
Because
Yes.
with modifiers,
A 1 will always
guess
miss.
what?
A 1 will always miss.
I guess I'm going to have to move closer so I have a better shot. How much can I move?
You can move to there with the movement that you've used already to get to where you are. Because you used basically 15 of 30 feet. Okay. Anything with your bonus action, Delon?
Bonus action. Where do I do that? Where's that?
For you, basically right now you have the option to cast a spell of up to the 2nd level.
Yeah, I don't really have any that great spells for this. What I need. I'm aware of. Looking for a nice spells.
You can use your bonus action to have Laska move as well.
Why not?
So she'll actually get 80 feet of movement because as a bonus action you can have her take the dash action. So she can do anything but attack, but she could probably catch up to the commoner.
How close to the counter?
It's 60 feet.
At her back
Yeah,
towards us.
that's 60 feet of your movement right there. So you've got another 20 feet to get. If you were trying to herd her back towards you or whatever it is you're trying to do.
Yeah.
All right. So then that's going to be Tony. You're up.
Alrighty. Well, this person is unconscious, correct?
No, she is still conscious. She has been slapped by Hagrid, asked a question, and Cassius is holding his action to gut her if she doesn't answer.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 action. 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. And I'll just put myself right there.
Okay.
Right between Winnie and Yogi.
Yep.
All right. So then that brings us to their turns. Hagrid, remind me again, sorry, what was the question that you asked? Where is Nurenfane?
Yes.
After she spits out a couple teeth, she says that he's deeper in the caverns, but she's not sure where. They were told just to wait here. Check in with people that came in to make sure they were cultists or not.
Okay.
The the elf who was running, she stops because of the bears. She notices as Tony runs up in front of her, and she hears the snarling of a wolf beside her. She's just going to take a swing at someone, and it's going to be Tony. I need to pull that back up though, because I closed it because I thought you guys were just gonna really murder all of them. Okay, yeah, this is probably not gonna hit. Let's be honest here. Nope, that's a 12. So
Nope.
she swings with a club and misses, and that's the end of the commoner's turn, which is going to bring us back up to the top with Hagrid.
All right, so this other one is bound and useless. So I'm going to move there and hold my action.
What are you holding your action for? What's the trigger?
I'm holding it because I don't think we're going to need to have me do anything to beat this other useless elf here.
Okie dokie. Cassius, you're up.
All right. Is the person I was still threatening with the pole arm still conscious?
Yes.
All right. I'll smack with the blunt end of my pole arm to knock her out, and then do lethal damage.
Okay. We'll just say that happens because she doesn't really have much hit points left.
Perfect. All right.
So she's knocked out and restrained.
Would you label this as dim or dark?
Where you are right now is slightly brighter than dim, but beyond the
Okay.
stone wall, it goes dim and dark.
All right, so this will be my last turn of 30 feet of movement. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. And because I attacked, I can't dash.
Correct. So is that it for you then?
Okay. That's all I can do.
Okay. I'm just looking at something really quick. Okay. All right. You guys see, with a couple of torches coming out of the back of the chamber, you guys see a bunch of people spill out of a corridor to the north. These guys,
What's that?
everyone but Delon, you will recognize that these men are wearing cult regalia.
It's just starting the trend.
That's quite a few people.
Oh yeah.
Remember that offhand comment I made about you guys poking a hornet's nest earlier?
Oh, definitely.
This seems like a perfect place for a fireball.
Let's see. Who else goes on that initiative order? Okay. And then you guys hear you see, actually, because their movement allows them to get there, you see a couple of two-headed giants running from the southern portion.
Ettins.
You actually, Delon, would know exactly what they are. And yes, they are Ettins. Okay.
They are twins who failed to eat each other in utero.
Whoa.
That
Didn't go full Chang.
Laven.
You know, I still can't find who my hated enemy is.
It's
Where's
favorite
that?
favorite enemy.
Dragons.
Nope.
Ne'er-do-wells.
So in the ranger features, the first thing, favorite enemy, beasts, and then where's the other one? Beasts and giants are your favorite enemies.
Where is that?
I'm trying to find it, but I can tell you based on what I selected and what's on the character sheet on D&D Beyond, which is where your sheet is printed from. They're beasts and giants.
Okay. Damn, there's like 3 of them stuckers.
Mm-hmm.
Can I have like a new favorite enemy, like, you know, a dandelion or something, and I'll go find those?
All right. So what you doing, Laven?
Oh boy, there's a lot of things here. Within 10 feet.
Scott, are you playing another game in addition to D&D?
No.
Because it says you're playing Crusader Kings 2.
I have it open. I was playing it before we started this.
I'm just giving you a hard time, dude. It's fine.
Okay.
Can I confirm Corey does that?
A bus chops.
Um,
Delon, you're after Laven, so start thinking about what you want to do.
well, let's step up here. And then I'm going to cast a Wall of Fire.
Okay.
Just making so many damn walls, Scott.
There.
So you're just lighting the wall on fire, basically.
Yep.
Okay. And it's taking up it's 5 feet, right?
Everyone within 10 feet.
Everyone within 10 feet. Okay. All right. 10 feet of the wall, right?
Yeah.
So basically, it looks like that. With this bit here at the end. Is that what you had envisioned, Laven?
Yep.
Okay. So how does that work? Does it hurt when they enter it? Or just on their turn?
Here's everyone in the area has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Then after that, it's everyone who ends their turn within 10 feet.
Okay. Is it wall of flame or fire?
Fire.
Fire, okay. Okay, let's see here. So, the guys who have a whitish background instead of a blue one, you said a dexterity save?
Yep.
They got an adjusted 21.
Those are passes.
Sorry, actually, that was the wrong one. Looking for this one. Same, though, actually. And then the other guy's got a 16. So guys,
That's a fail.
That's a fail. Okay. So what happens on a success? Half damage?
Yes, half.
Okay.
21 is what I rolled.
21? Okay. Let's see here. Okay. So everyone inside does survive, but some of them look pretty fucking bad. Okay. So then the bears, what are they doing?
Going after this guy. So they make 2 attacks. 13 to bite. 12 with the claws. Do you want me to roll them together or separate?
I'm sorry, what do you mean?
Because there's 2 bears.
So they each have separate attacks.
Okay. So there's a 13 bite, 12 claw, 20 bite, and 14 claws.
Okay, so all but the first attack hit. The 12. No, sorry, the 12 hit. They all hit.
So all at once.
Mm-hmm.
They all hit. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
So that's 8 piercing for the first. 10 slashing for the second.
Okay.
8 piercing. And then 12 slashing.
Okay. I apparently did not get around to adjusting the stats for these creatures during the week. Okay, so Delon, you're up now.
All right, I'm gonna cast lightning arrow.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna, this guy. All right. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta hold on. I'll show you what I'm going for. How do I do that again?
You have to be on the pointer, not the ruler.
I am. Oh, pointer, not the ruler. Gotcha. I'm going for this guy. He's still not lighting up.
Click and hold. So the middle one?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this lightning arrow, if I hit, it's going to do some damage.
Mm-hmm.
And even if I miss, it's going to do some damage.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see here. 16 and oh Jesus, 33. Sorry, 30
A 30 to hit?
and a 16.
Okay, so
I get 2 arrows.
right. But the lightning arrow only applies to the first one. Because when you have extra attack, it's 2 separate attacks. When you cast lightning arrow, the next time you make a ranged weapon attack during the spell's duration, it applies. So the lightning arrow applies to the first arrow, not the second one.
But would it apply to the third one then?
What do you mean?
Well, I get another attack.
So the arrow you shoot for your first attack is going to have the effects of lightning arrow on it. The second arrow that you shoot for your extra attack will not.
Okay, let me refresh me on this then.
Okay.
I have a bow. Does a bow normally get 2 shots or no?
No, you have 2 shots because of how high level a ranger you are. You have what's called extra attack. So when you
Gotcha.
take the attack action on your turn, you get another attack.
Gotcha. Okay. So then that first arrow is going to do. What?
So you do you roll 4d8 instead of the weapon's normal damage.
Right.
And then Leovan, I'm never mind actually.
What happened?
No, never mind.
So I did 17
Okay.
on that one. Now, do I still get +7 for?
No. So the lightning arrow replaces the normal damage. So he took 17 damage, and then everything within 10 feet of him needs to make a dexterity saving throw, which is going to be the other
Well,
2 Ettins and the Dragon Claw.
that was the first attack. The second one, did it hit 2 or no?
The second one, what did you roll again? A 20-something? Yeah, that'll hit. But that one doesn't have the effects of the lightning arrow. So let's resolve that first.
Okay.
Okay. What is your spell save DC?
Well, it's 8 and something. Oh, yeah, 50. Oh, but I got a spell attack bonus of +7. What does that do?
Oh, that's for spells that require an attack roll to hit. This one is not in that case.
Oh. So then, yeah, you start with a 15. Yeah, 15 you need.
Mm-hmm. Okay. This guy here, the guy just north of the Ettin, he passes, but the 2 Ettins fail. So go ahead and roll the 2d8 lightning damage for them.
One takes 6.
So you just roll the damage once. So it was 6. The total of the 2d8 was 6?
8, so that's 6.
Okay. Okay, and then your extra attack, you rolled a 20-something, so that hit. Go ahead and roll damage for that against that middle Etten.
Yes. Takes 15,
Okay.
which I'm sure isn't dead, but...
Nope. All right. Tony, you're up.
All right. Well,
Actually,
I guess I'll rage and.
Actually, shit. I just realized something. You cast Lightning Arrow, right, Dylan?
Yep.
Okay, that actually takes your action. Nope, never mind. It's one. I lied. Okay, Tony, you're up.
Rage, move, attack.
Okay.
So rage, then 5, 10, 15. And I'm gonna attack that one with reckless abandon.
Okay.
Because why not? And this will still be my necrotic sword,
Okay.
the life stealing one. That is a 14 plus. I just lost myself. There we go. Plus 7, so that's 21 to hit.
That hits.
Alright, and it'll be a d8. $12 damage.
Okay.
Second attack. 26.
Hits.
Five. 11 damage.
Okay.
And that's all I can do.
Okay. Alrighty. The commoner is going to swing her club at Laska. That's a 10 to hit. Does that hit Laska's armor class?
No.
No? Okay. So she continues to suck as a NPC. Alright, that brings us up to Hagrid.
All right. I'm gonna move for. And I'm going to with my ring.
Okay. The first Etten.
Yes.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
That'll hit.
God, so many twos again. That's 8 radiant damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to speak the word for my Archammer.
Okay. What's the word
And
this week?
this week's word is spoon.
All right, the tick.
Hagrid, are you the defender of this bus stop?
Just a hedge. Move along. Nothing to see here.
I have pockets?
And I'm too far away to do anything else, so I guess that ends my turn.
You can. Yeah, that does. Also, you don't have things else to do.
Right.
All right. Cassius, you're up.
All right, am I officially in dim light now?
Where you are. Yes, but basically once you get to where Laska is at, you won't be anymore.
All right,
Because
but that's still extra
the
movement from where I
cultists do
started.
have torches, and also the wall is on fire.
God damn it! All right, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and I'm assuming that the two-headed is tall enough where I can just sit there and pull out a bow or a crossbow and shoot him.
There's
Yeah.
few things that you could not shoot an Etten over. A bear is not among the list of things you cannot shoot an Etten over, so yeah, you're good.
All right. So I'm going to take out flash photography, and I'm going to put right of the. You know what? Let's go. I'm going to put right of frost on it,
Okay.
which will do 11 hit points of damage to me.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start that off with. I want 11 damage. There we go. And I'm going to attack and see what happens. That is a 7.
17 will hit.
Awesome. So let's roll regular damage first. And that will be 12 piercing damage, as
Okay.
well as, oh my god, 8 frost damage, or cold damage, max
Alright.
damage.
Nice. That happens to you a lot.
Nice.
I know. It makes up for all the times I rolled like a 2 and a 1. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to reload and pop another shot at it. And that is only a 12.
12 will hit.
Oh my god. They're so lumbering that I can shoot him in its big toe
Actually,
and it still
hey,
does damage.
Cassius, hang on. Before, so do you have crossbow mastery? The feat.
I did not hear what you said.
Do you have the feat crossbow mastery? So, what kind of crossbow do you have?
A light crossbow.
A light crossbow. Does that have the reload property?
I have the loading property.
The loading property. Sorry.
Yes.
So
If I can't do it, I can't.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that you can't, without crossbow mastery, reload and fire a crossbow in the same round.
Okay. Then I will not do that. And that is my turn.
Okay. That was something, I'm sorry, I picked up on that while we were like working on making weapons and stuff. I was looking at weapon properties. I realized that the entire time, Tony, when you had your battle axe, you should have been attacking with disadvantage because of your size.
We talked about that like 3 months ago.
Anyway, so he's a gnome technically. Laven, how does the wall of fire work? The cultists are up now, and they're going to be leaving that area.
If they end their turn within 10 feet, they'll take damage again.
Okay, all right.
Hey, Edgar, what does your circle do again?
It gives you the aura of courage, which means you can't be frightened when you're in the aura. And I also have an aura of protection that gives you a +4 to all saving throws.
What's it? Does it do anything to the bad guys?
No.
Okay. I think I do have a Cure Light Wound spell for you.
You have a cure wound spell. Cure light wounds isn't a thing anymore.
Oh, well, whatever. You might need it. Are you getting back at him for that mowing the lawn joke?
That was my joke. I made that joke.
Right.
All right, so Hagrid, there's going to be 2 attacks against you. Okay. So the first one, he's going to attack you twice with his scimitar. Misses with the first attack. That's going to be a 23 on the second one.
Hits.
Okay. So it's going to be 14 slashing damage. And then the other one is going to do the same thing. Attack twice with the scimitar. That's going to miss. And then does a 21 hit?
Beats it.
Okay. And that's going to be 10, 11, 14 slashing damage again. Tony, there's going to be 2 attacks against you. First one misses. Second one hits. Your AC is a 17, correct?
Correct.
Okay, yeah, so the second one hits. That's going to be 4, 5, 8 slashing damage from the first guy.
Okay.
Second guy misses with both of his attacks with the scimitar. So, let's see. That's it for those guys. Now the Ettins are going to go. This Ettin here is going to swing at the bear on the left with his battle axe. And he's going to swing at the other bear with his morning star. Does a 14 hit?
Yes.
Okay, so both of those hit then. I rolled 2 7s. Alright, so that's going to be from the battle axe. It's going to be 17 slashing damage.
Okay.
And from the morning star, it's going to be 10 piercing damage.
Were they both on the same or?
No, so the battle axe, the first one, was on the left bear,
Okay.
and the morning star was on the right bear.
Okay.
All right. This Ettin here is going to make 2 attacks on Tony. The battle axe hits, and so does the morning star. So that's 11 slashing damage from the battle axe, Tony, and
Okay.
9 piercing damage from the morning star.
So 9 total. And I am out, gentlemen. I gotta go to work.
Have fun. We'll attack recklessly for you.
Perfect.
All right,
Bye.
see you, Mike.
But
All right. Let's see. Tony did not bite, so he's going to use his attack of opportunity on that Ettin. That's going to hit. So it's going to be a D8 plus some stuff and things when I pull up Tony's character sheet. Does anyone other than Delon speak Giant? Because I know Delon does.
I do not.
yes, I do.
So Hagrid and Delon, you both hear the Ettin's heads talking to each other. The Ettin who swung at the bears, the head on the side of the battle axe says, Says, me crush furry bear. You suck. You barely hit with Morningstar. And then the other one gets mad and they start just sniping back at each other in giant.
I didn't understand that. I was like, yeah, can we use this? Can we make them fight them?
Alright, so it's going to be 8 plus, what is the raging damage? Plus 3. So 11 damage to the Eden as it runs past him. But then, Cassius and Hagrid, you guys are each going to catch an attack from this one.
From which one?
From this big Eden here.
You know what? He can get Blood Curse.
So he's going to make both attacks with disadvantage?
He's going to make the first attack.
First attack.
With disadvantage.
Alright.
Specifically the one on me.
Yeah, an 8 does not hit you, correct?
It does not.
Okay. The other head, Hagrid, attacking at you. 15 is going to miss because your armor class is stupid high. Alright. Leovan, you're up again.
Okay, just making sure I'm doing this right. Trying to do this without crushing our own people, if this works. If I cast Ice Storm.
Ooh, okay.
I don't know if it's allowed to do it like this.
Let me look real quick. Yeah, I think you can do that.
Okay.
So that's a lot of dexterity
So-
saving throws.
Yes.
Alright, I'm just gonna make them in bulk.
Okay.
Because you have 2 different kinds of enemies in there, so each one gets... Okay, the 2 guys here, the 2 guys with the bluish backgrounds, they fail. Everyone else passes, because I'm assuming a natural 20 is probably going to do pretty well against your spell save DC.
Yep, that'll be fine.
So it's 2d8 bludgeoning and
so
4d6 cold.
It's 3 bludgeoning and 21 cold.
Okay. Alright. Anything else with your turn?
What can I do from here? I'm just gonna tell the bears to attack.
Okay, just tell them to keep doing their thing.
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead and start doing the bears then.
Natural 20 on the first bite. 9. 10 and 23.
So the
So-
first and last ones hit.
Yep. So for the natural 20 bite, that's 16 piercing because I double the dice, right?
Correct.
Okay. And then 10 slashing.
Okay, so I'm sorry, the first one was how much? The natural 20 was
16.
16 and 10?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. He's barely hanging in there. Alright, Delon, you are up.
Alright. I'm going to shoot. Is my lightning spell still in effect?
No, so it ends the next time you land a hit. So it ended on that first arrow.
Yeah. Guess I'm just going to shoot an arrow at it.
Okay.
Wait a minute. I think I got that thorn one was a pretty good one. Hail of Thorns. So spell creates a rain of thorns that sprouts from your ranged weapon or ammunition. In addition to the normal effect of the attack, the target of the attack, and each creature within 5 feet of it must make a dexterity throw, saving throw.
Yeah.
Creature takes an additional. Well, you know.
Yep, I have it pulled up now. I got you.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna attack.
Okay. Which one are you attacking?
The same one.
That was this one.
The middle.
This one down here. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So I hit. I had the 24. Correct.
Yes. Hang on. I need to roll a dexterity saving throw for Tony really quick. Oh yeah, he rolled pretty well. So he's gonna. Is it half damage on a success? Yeah. So yeah, Tony's gonna take half damage from your attack then.
That sucked.
All right. So you rolled to hit the Etten. Everyone around the Etten makes their saving throws, except for probably the other Etten, if I'm being honest. Let's see.
Did that make a saving throw too?
I need to roll for that one really quick too. Oh, your saving throws a 15, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So everyone but the Etten that you shot passed on it, so they'll take half damage.
Okay. So here's the initial damage from the arrow.
Yeah.
He takes 12.
Okay.
Do I still get my +7 damage? Right?
Yes. Yeah. So then now you roll the 1d10 for the area of effect damage.
One.
1? Okay. So actually that means that everybody takes full damage because I can't have a 1.
You could try.
And I'm not using my other tip. Shit. Hold on. No.
All right, we'll come back. We'll come back to Delon. Tony's gonna be up. He's going to.
Right.
He's gonna attack the Etten on his left, recklessly, of course, as Tony is wont to do. Natural 20.
Bad.
So that's gonna be a D8 plus 3 plus 10 necrotic damage. So that's going to be 13 damage. Sorry, 14. 20 damage from the sword, which kills the Etten. And Tony gains 10 temporary hit points. And then he's going to attack the other Etten. That's going to hit. Not a crit this time, though. And that's going to be 9 piercing damage, or 9 slashing damage. He's used his bonus action to bite it, which hits for 14 damage. So that's it for Tony.
Well, here's
Commoner lady is going to try to make another attack on Alaska. That's going to miss. Kind of out of nowhere from the very south end of the chamber, you see a fireball come at Tony. Not a fireball, sorry, a firebolt. And that's going to hit him.
It's not that. It's combination of shoe leather and
for 10 damage. So that's going to wipe out his temporary hit points.
yeah.
And then that's going to bring us up to Hagrid.
No, my quick plan is.
All right. So for my bonus action, I would like to cast Bane at the second
Because my love
on
for
all 4 of the creatures and the Etten.
Okay. What does Bane do again?
It makes you talk in a funny voice.
They must make charisma. Whenever a target fails the saving throw, it makes an attack. The target that fails the saving throw makes an attack roll or saving throw before the spell ends. The target must roll a d4 and subtract the attack roll or save.
Okay.
Every time they attack or save, d4 from a d4 against their roll, I guess.
Okay, so they need to make saving throws against it
I'm not going shopping.
to see if it hits. All right. So let's see. The dragon fangs. I don't think are going to pass because that's a really shitty. That's a 10, so they're going to fail. The dragon claw has a 2. He rolled a natural 1. And the Etten, probably not going to go very well for him. 16.
Beats it.
Oh, okay. So the Etten did not get afflicted by the Bane, but everyone else that I marked did.
Okay.
Early. No.
All right. What
Okay.
else?
For my action, then I want to try to attack. I guess I'll try to attack the Etten then.
Okay.
That is a 14 to hit.
14 will hit.
No.
All right, so I want to use Divine Smite at the 3rd level.
Okay.
Okay. Sounds good.
So from the weapon, it's 9 bludgeoning.
Shh. All right. I'm sorry, guys.
That's all right. Once Hagrid finishes his turn, we'll finish yours. Sorry, so you said 9 bludgeoning, Hagrid?
9 bludgeoning from the weapon itself.
Okay. And then divine.
5 radiant from the improved divine.
Uh-huh.
6 lightning damage from the arc hammer,
Okay.
and from divine smite spell, 23 radiant damage.
Wow. Okay.
So, because I was away and I was on the phone with Heidi.
Yeah.
Does Luska get to attack yet?
Um,
Because I only tapped once with my guy. Because I know if I attack twice, Luska doesn't get to attack.
right. No, we haven't done any. We haven't finished your turn yet. We just started doing other turns, and we're gonna come back to you.
And the other thing is, my son's coming over, so I don't know how long I can play.
Okay.
That was, my hours change. I had to try to stay up late today
Sure.
because I start work at 4 tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Nice. Well, I'm
And yeah,
congrats on the promotion then.
it was a squeaky wheel thing. Whatever.
All right. Hagrid, your extra attack.
My extra attack, same thing, hammer on the Etten,
Okay.
and that is a 25 to hit.
Oh yeah.
7 bludgeoning from the weapon.
Okay.
Oh, I want to use Divine Smite again.
Okay.
3rd level.
Okay.
Three Radiant from the improved Divine Smite.
Mhm.
9 lightning damage from the Arc Hammer.
Okay.
Oh, beautiful again. And 22 radiant damage from the regular Divine Smite.
I just want to point out before I move back to Delonster and Hagrid that you just dealt right around 100 points of damage in a single round to a single target. All right, Delon. So for your extra attack, you're using your attack action. You're going to grant Loska the attack action, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Dane did 100 points and the thing's still standing?
Yes.
Oh, wow. That's silly, insane. Okay. Luska's just going to attack that girl elf because it's apparent she probably doesn't know anything
Okay.
anyways. Anyone say otherwise?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
So, fine. No sense in having her trying to hit us. She's just in the way. So I just get 1 attack? How many attacks do I get?
So it'll be on Loska's stat block.
Yeah, I'm looking at that.
So Loska gets 1 attack. And it's the bite attack, so it's a d20 plus 4. And the elf needs to make a strength saving throw or be knocked prone by this attack.
Well, actually, so it's normally, but pack tactics, I had the advantage on attack rolls against a creature if at least one of my allies is within 5 feet.
Right. None of your allies are within 5 feet
Oh,
of the
the
commoner.
allies. Okay, good point. Alright, I have a dirty 20.
That'll
Dan
hit.
calls it.
That will hit.
2 4 7 plus 2. I'll go 10. Just do this. So what is it? If I roll the dice, the worst is 2. No, the worst is 4. And the best is 10?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Or just take... Shit. 6.
6. All right. The elf does manage to not be the elf manages to not be knocked prone by the attack, but the wolf does take a considerable chunk of flesh out, and the elf's still standing, but really just barely, and she kind of wishes she wasn't. So that's going to bring us to Cassius.
All right. So I'm going to start off by holstering flash photography.
Okay.
Which will allow me back the 11 max hit points.
Okay.
And I'll take out Wit's End, put in Right of the Storm,
Okay.
which in the end gives me 11 points of damage, but my max hit points remain at 96.
Okay.
And I will then pop 2 into the edge.
Okay.
First attack will be... Oh, I can't... That's not a touch. That's why it won't switch over. I'm just touching a screen. That will be a 19 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. D10 plus D8 plus 5. And I just threw 1 dice just away like a jackass. Okay. That will be 6 piercing damage, or I'm sorry, slashing damage, and 4 lightning damage.
Okay.
And for my second attack, that will be a 15 plus 9, so I'm assuming that hit.
Yep. And
better numbers this time, please. Much better numbers. That will be 14 slashing damage and 8 lightning damage.
All right. There's a loud, just thud as this Etten crashes down into the ground.
The important part is when I shocked him, did I see his skeleton?
Yes.
Are there 2 necks, or is it just like 2 heads on 1 neck?
2 necks.
That's weird as shit.
Yeah, another assist.
Yep.
Maybe
Just
that
up to the internet.
Thomas too.
All right. So after Cassius is the...
Then I will advance.
Okay.
Once I get to the right screen, and I'll go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
All right, you're going to stand on Etten.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's the cultist's turn now. Oh, shit. Everything's overlapping so
bears!
much. Everything is overlapping so much. Okay, so Hagrid, 3 cultists are making attacks against you. I understand I need to roll a d4 to subtract the total. So starting from the left, so the dragon claw. Wow. So I rolled what would have hit you, but then I just completely took it away with the Bane. So that his first attack misses. Second attack is a natural 20. I will remove the crit because of the Bane.
Okay.
So that's going to be 11. Shit, what was that bonus again? Yeah, 14 slashing damage. Then the Dragon Fang. That's a miss. And another miss. The last Dragon Fang. Miss. And a miss. Okay. Bane is really helping you out, I will say. Alright, there's going to be 2 cultist attacks against Tony and 2 against Cassius.
Which ones are attacking Tony?
The one that's directly to your north and then the northwest.
Alright, when one attacks Tony, I'm going to use my slash him with that wit's end.
Okay. Alright, you want to do which one you want to do that to?
It has to be the, I'll go with the one that's true north of Tony.
Okay. Alright. So the one that's true north of Tony, you're hitting him, yours in Sentinel, right, you said?
Yep.
Okay.
And that will end up being a 14 to hit.
Okay. Let's see. That does hit.
That's surprising.
Let's see. He does 10, 13 slashing damage to Tony, which is halved to 6.
11 slashing for lightning damage. When you're...
11 and 4.
Yep, 11 and 4.
All right. Literally hanging on by a thread. All right. For his second attack against Tony, that's another hit. And that's for 5 damage, which is reduced to 2. All right. Second set of attacks against Tony, hit and natural 20. So for the first one, it's 12. It's going to be 20, so 10 damage against Tony. 10 slashing. And then for the natural 20, it's going to be 9, so 4 damage. Okay. The 2 against you, Cassius. Guy directly to your east. That's a 16 to hit.
Meets.
Meets, okay. So that one is going to be 10 slashing damage.
Youch.
Second attack from his scimitar will hit because it rolled a natural 18. That's 8 slashing damage.
Youch.
Second guy is attacking. It's a 19, so that's going to hit for 19 slashing damage.
19 slashing damage, what the shit?
And the second attack is going to hit. I rolled a natural 15, and that's going to be 7 slashing damage.
Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Okay, that's it for the cultists. The Ettins. 1 attack against Tony, 1 attack against you, Cassius. Actually, I forgot about an attack against Tony for the Dragon Ball. I forgot he was back there. That's going to be a hit and a hit. Alright, so it's 12, 15, 21, so it's going to take 10 damage. Okay, I just rolled both of those together in case you guys are keeping track and trying to keep me honest. I just did both attacks together. Okay, so 1 attack against Tony. This one has advantage. What's the hit on those guys? I forgot. Yep, that hits. So it's going to hit Tony for 2d8 damage. So that's 13. Half to 6. Cassius against you. That's going to be 22 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
All right, and then you take 18 piercing damage from a Morning Star.
Motherfuck. I took like 70 damage this turn.
Leovan, you're up.
Alright. I'm gonna have to come into harm's way a little bit. And I'm gonna poison spray the guy right in front of me.
Okay. So Constitution saving throw.
Constitution.
That's a fail.
Nice.
So he dies. Actually, he had 1 hit point left.
Oh, okay. I didn't really.
Yeah,
see
that was the one that Cassius almost killed with his Sentinel attack.
Ah, that's right.
So Cassius gets an assist to be karmic payback for the assist that he took, or that he gave to Hagrid.
I just want things dead.
All right, Leovan, what else?
Then I'll step up 1 more for my last movement, and then hit the other guy with my.
With your what?
With my staff.
Okay.
It's out. 20 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
And 6, whatever that is, bludgeoning?
Nice.
Bludgeoning.
Leovan knocked 2 guys out with a cantrip and a melee attack.
Yes.
All right. Bears. Do they beat Battlestar Galactica?
So, you can move up there.
Okay.
Guy. So, 11 to hit.
11 will miss.
The claws 16 to hit.
Hits.
That'll be 8, 12 slashing.
All right. He is eviscerated.
Bear number 2 can crawl over the corpse of that guy and go after the big dude.
Okay.
18 to
That'll hit.
on the butt and 21 to hit on the claws.
Yep, both hit.
Its bite, nice, is 12 piercing.
Wow. All right.
And then 11 slashing with the claws.
Okay. All right. Delon, you're up.
All right. I'm just going to shoot that guy.
Okay.
I probably hit. I have a natural 18.
If you didn't roll a 1, you hit him.
Done that today. Hey. Oh, never mind. Takes 12.
Okay.
He's not dead.
Nope.
This guy sucks. Luska's going to attack, using the other attack to attack that prone, that elf.
Okay. Has advantage
Why do I have advantage?
because she's prone. Or no, she's not prone. Sorry.
She's not.
I forgot that she wasn't prone.
Luska, you suck. Let's see. 7.
7 will miss.
You suck.
All right. After Delon is Tony. Tony is going to acknowledge that both of the cultists attacking him are dead, and he's going to turn his sword back on the Etten recklessly. What's his hit bonus? Okay, Tony does just barely hit. So that's going to be for 10 damage. And he's going to attack again, since it's not dead yet. Natural 20. So that's 6, 12, 32, no, 22 damage to the Etten because of the necrotic damage. Tony gets his 10 temporary hit points back. I think I've gotten Tony temporary hit points more times with that sword than he has himself. But he does kill the Etten. And then he is going to jump up on top of the Etten's corpse, and he's going to bite this cultist. That's
Tony is
So
born
this
to
guy's
do.
a gnome?
That's going to hit. For 9 damage.
So are you guys telling me this guy's a gnome barbarian?
Yep.
No, he's Goliath barbarian. There's a lot of backstory there.
Yeah.
Okay. Tony rips out a man's jugular with his mouth, at which point the chamber is filled with an echoing roar.
Tony, please tell me that.
As you guys hear a giant splash come out of the pool to the southeast, and the unmistakable flapping of great green leathery wings.
Right, googly moogly.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Tony? No? Shit.
All right. Let's see here. All of you, with the exception of Hagrid and Leovan, because of Hagrid's aura of courage, need to make a wisdom saving throw. This includes Laska.
This shit just got real, boys.
21.
Delon is rolling. Ooh, natural 20. Plus 3, 20.
Okay.
Who's rolling? Yeah, 18.
Okay, you guys actually all succeed.
No dragon fear for us.
Yeah, you guys are actually now immune to that for the next 24 hours.
And I'm going to use that to my fullest advantage. When I go run and hide, it won't be seeing me shaking and pissing myself.
The smell of piss will be less because you're controlling it. Okay, then that brings us to the jackass who's flinging fireballs at Tony's.
Firebolt.
That's going to hit for 6 fire damage. Reduced to 3 because TP. Alright. Hagrid, you're up.
All right. I assume we now have a dragon in the that I still need to try and dispatch the 3 asshats here next.
Okay.
Won't the dragon go for that boar first?
We can only hope.
I mean, it's like a little tasty meal there. Maybe he's just hungry. Oh, he loves bacon.
I'm gonna call out for the boar to look delicious.
Look as tasty as possible.
And then the boar comes out of the water, just like. That joke will not come across in an audio-only format.
You're right, because that was on the character sheet, so I don't know what he did.
All right, Hagrid, what's up?
I'm just going to first melee the one that's directly in front of me.
Okay.
That's a 27.
That'll hit.
I'd like to use Divine Smite at the first level.
Okay.
So the weapon is 7, bludgeoning.
Okay.
Improved Divine Smite. Oh, that hit another dice. Is a 7 radiant.
Okay.
The arc damage is 7 lightning.
Okay.
And 2 extra d8s for the Divine Smite spell. So that is 13 radiant.
Okay.
What do the pitchforks mean on these guys, on the 3 up top?
They are currently under the effect of the Bane spell by Hagrid.
Thousand voice just asking to take control.
I put a wrench on them because Bane is a massive monkey wrench in attacking Hagrid.
And if that one's still standing, I'm going to attack him again for my extra attack.
Okay, yep, he indeed is.
I don't know if a 13 is going to hit him, though.
13 will miss.
Okay.
Anything for your bonus action? Perhaps shitting your pants?
But only the tiniest of shits.
Dragons.
Thanks, Harrison.
Green dragons, very bad. You go first.
First off, that's a brown dragon.
Look green on my monitor.
Yeah, I don't see green. It doesn't exist, and you can't prove that it does.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to use another ring.
Okay.
No. Pass on my.
Okay. All right. As your turn ends, Hagrid.
Wait, right?
What?
Have I already gone?
Yeah, this is so Hagrid's turn is the top of the initiative round. So we haven't gotten
So
to
then
we haven't gotten to your turn yet in this round. Hagrid, after your turn ends, I need you, Leovan, Cassius, and Tony to make strength saving throws as grasping roots and vines erupt from the floor.
Oh, good. You said strength?
Yes.
16.
12.
You get a +4 to yours because you're still in Hagrid's thing. Did you get that?
16.
Okay.
Also a 16.
Okay. And then Tony. I forgot I needed a roll for Tony. It's like, what's Tony's roll? Alright, strength saving throw. Tony fails. So Tony is restrained by vines. He gets lashed to the corpse of the Etten. And then it's going to be Cassius's turn.
All right. I am going to thrust forward with at wit's end at the guy to my east.
Okay.
Oh, all right. Natural 20.
Woo!
Oh, man. I need this in order to not die. Roll high. Roll high, roll high, roll high.
So roll high, roll tide.
All right. So that is a 5 times 2, which is 10 plus 5. So 15 slashing damage and lightning damage.
He died.
All right. And now that I can see this super angry dragon, I'm going to chug a reconstruction mutagen,
Okay.
which does not officially take effect into my next turn. But I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And I'm going to wait there.
Wait, so what's your move speed when you're not in dim light?
30.
Okay, so you're in bright light because of the wall of fire.
So did I take damage from that ever?
No, but you were no longer in dim light.
Okay. There.
Okay. So then the cultists, the remaining cultists are up. They're going to continue their assault on Hagrid Peak. First guy, so it's 18. That'll hit. Hagrid, are you in the room?
Yes.
Okay. So the first guy hits you for come on, Corey, do fucking math. For 20 slashing damage.
Ouch.
Misses you with his second hit. Second guy, he's gonna miss with his first attack. Second attack also misses. Third guy misses because of Bane. Hits with his second attack though, so that's gonna be 12 slashing damage. And that does it for the cultists. We have no living Ettins. Leovan, you're up.
Wait, I heard no living dragons. Did we do it? Did we do it?
You heard wrong.
Damn.
So the only thing alive are the Bane guy. Second.
And
Got
the
some
boar.
guys to our southwest as well.
Yeah,
Like
there's
they're in the
there's
distance.
somebody down in the south shooting
Oh, like way
firebolts
down.
at Tony.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
It might be the guy that controls the dragon, though. About that.
Okay, I'm going to try to cast Call. If I can draw a circle big enough.
To do what?
Call lightning.
Okay.
I make a giant storm cloud. Like that size. Thereabout.
Wow.
It's a 60-foot radius.
60-foot radius?
Yeah.
Jesus. So let's just...
So-
Why don't you just put the pig where you want it?
Okay.
Okay.
Right about there.
Alright. So what happens with Call Lightning? You cast it and it takes time for it to happen, right?
A storm cloud appears, and when I cast the spell, I choose a point under the cloud for the first lightning strike.
Alright. Hold on. I just want to look at this for my own edification. What does that word, like, really mean? Edification.
Sort of like education, but
Edumacation.
written out.
Yeah. Based off the root word edify, which is to.
You cut out at the perfect time.
Yeah, you really
Yeah.
did. Based on the word edify.
Because it looks like you just started mouthing things.
Yeah. So
Like I said, it
edification
means to-
is the instruction or improvement of a person morally or. So now that we've wasted your time here in Jaygeons and Dragclarks, also said learn an esoteric word.
Alright, so you're having the lightning strike hit the dragon, I'm assuming?
That was the plan.
Okay.
Can I see those people down in the southwest?
Sort of. They're up on a ledge, so they're kind of hard to see from down where you're at.
I'm just gonna go with the dragon then. 'cause I know
The
what's
dragon's
happening
gonna fail that saving throw, but
there. Ooh.
it's gonna use one of his legendary resistances to pass instead.
Okay.
Burn it. Burn it. Burn the.
Burn it.
Yeah. Burn its resistances.
Make him burn, just like we did with Strahd.
I thought you were telling me to like set him up. I mean, I can do that.
Yeah, electrical fire though, so that way when we add water, it just makes it worse.
The room also does grow quite a bit darker.
That makes it harder to see me. Perfect.
There's no one in front of me, right? On this line?
There is Tony, is stuck in some vines right there.
But in this.
Why is he
5-foot
looking
No.
left?
Okay.
Because he's held
I'm gonna cast
grappled.
lightning at the dragon.
Can you roll your damage for Call Lightning first, poor favor?
Oh, sorry. I thought you said he was using his resistance.
Yeah.
He still takes half damage.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. So, 13.
13 damage?
Yep.
What a waste of a fucking legendary resistance. You little elf bitch. Alright, so you need me to save against Call Lightning Bolt now?
Yeah, a 4th level lightning bolt.
Okay, that's going to be an 18.
He passes. Okay. I have to roll a lot of d6s.
Yeah, I don't get it. When I'm doing nothing, nobody calls or texts or anything. Everybody's calling.
It's because they know you want to be left alone.
So I forgot to mention that I wanted to have Stone's Endurance used on that one big hit. I was waiting
Oh,
for a
okay.
big hit.
Okay.
Is that too late to make that adjustment?
Do you remember how much the damage was?
20.
Okay, sure.
34 lightning.
Okay.
Lightning bolt.
Halved?
Yep.
Okay.
We'll get 15 of that back.
Okay. Is that it, Laven? Actually, Laven, you can't cast Lightning
You're
Bolt
right.
at the...
You're right. I just noticed that.
Yeah.
Because it's second level.
Yeah.
Duh. Got it. I forgot what Call Lightning was at 3rd level. Okay.
So you can cast it at second level
So-
if you want. To reroll the damage.
But I can't, because that would be too low. It starts at 3rd level.
Oh, lightning bolt is a
Yeah,
third
I
level.
got Call Lightning mixed up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought Call Lightning was a second, so that would be the bonus.
Oh, okay.
But no. So I can't do it.
Okay. So I refunded the hit points on the dragon, so you can do whatever you need to do.
Let's just do an Ice Knife, because I know I can do that.
Okay. So you got to roll to hit. Roll to hit the Durgan.
Forward. I do have to step forward.
Yes, step forward to the dragon.
Now
Please
I'm going to
come.
Ice Knife him,
Okay.
We're gonna.
but I'll die first, so it's okay. So he will... Dexterity saving.
What are we?
Isn't it a roll to attack for the first one?
Oh, yep, I see it. Uh, 19 to hit,
A 19 just barely hits.
so that's 5 piercing.
Okay. And then a
And then
dexterity
it's a
saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. Yep.
8.
I don't think that'll pass.
Who are you attacking? Is he fighting the dragon?
Yeah. 13 cold.
Okay.
Because I get the extra d6.
Okay. Delon, you're up.
So, okay.
I want the bears to come forward first.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No, guys, am I trying to kill these? I'll fight the dragon. What's the plan here? Are these guys totally incapacitated, or just waiting for the spell to wear off?
Who are you talking about?
What are these wrenches?
They're not incapacitated at all. They've been making attacks on Hagrid this whole time. They just have to roll a d4 and subtract that from their attack bonus.
So we gotta kill these people too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go after
You can.
this guy.
Okay.
Uh, 23.
Hits. All right. Still standing.
Fingers. Luska's gonna attack that damn elf.
Okay.
Luska.
Allow.
Alaska.
22.
Hits.
What's her damage? Let's try better than last time. 6 to 8.
All right. Laska gets her first kill of the campaign.
Because I tell you what, she's kind of a pain. I prefer to use the attack mic. I can do more damage.
That's entirely your call.
That one's down. And then I have a bonus round, right? Or,
you have-
bonus action.
Yes. But
I can't attack, right?
correct. You cannot.
Then I guess I'll just stay here.
Okay. All right. Tony is up. He is going to make an attempt to break out of his bonds, which he will do handily. They weren't going to hold him very long anyway.
I think it's kind of ironic that Tony about stuff coming down from the ceiling,
And then he's,
and then he's the only one that gets trapped. When this dragon's, this dragon's environmental use.
Tony's going to run up to the banks of the pool and... boy, he's just going to scream at that dragon. And he is going to... he did take damage the last round. So his rage won't end, but he can't really do anything there. So now it's the dragon's turn. Dragon's gonna fly up And
Damn.
that wasn't even that far. Let me pull something up here.
Guys, I'm getting real sick of this tyranny.
I think one thing to keep in mind, metagaming here a little, is that one of those three people to the south is probably controlling.
Possible. I don't know if I know that.
What three people to the south?
Southwest.
Way southwest, yeah.
Looking for.
I was. Can you guys move these video pictures or no?
You can, yeah. All right. The dragon is going to use his breath weapon.
I'm gonna find out.
Sorry, Laven, what are you saying?
No.
I was saying I'm interested. I don't know exactly what he is, so firing his breath weapons kind of like damage he does.
Yeah. Okay, so
I can tell.
I need everyone, not everyone, so I need 2 bears, Tony, Leovan, and Hagrid to make Constitution saving throws.
Laven's 14. One bear rolled a natural 20,
Okay.
and yeah, 16 total.
Okay, so Tony and the bear that rolled a 20 succeed. Hagrid, what'd you get?
23.
23. So you succeed. So you guys take half damage. Leovan, you take 0 damage as the dragon opens his mouth and a cloud of billowing poison ushers forth across the area. So Leovan, you take no
It smells
damage.
like a pool. It smells like your typical high school pool, reeking of chlorine.
I was gonna go with any hockey locker room, but yeah, that works too.
So the bear that failed. Hang on a sec. Oops, wrong one.
Further south bear.
The southmost bear.
Because I went down the line.
Takes 61 poison damage.
Good lord, he's got
The bear that passed takes 30. Tony
also
takes 15 because of his having the 30. Hagrid, you take 30 poison damage as well. Let's see. Okay. That's gonna be it for the dragon's turn. One guy's gonna shoot another firebolt at Tony and miss. And I actually, sorry guys, I have to run to the bathroom again. But Hagrid, it's gonna be your turn when I come back.
Okay.
All right, are we dead yet?
You are.
Yeah, I knew that. The 16 armor class at level 11 thing is not working out for me.
Okay, I am back. Sorry about that, guys. Did both bears die, Laven?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
the one almost made it, but
Ow.
Then he didn't. Alright, Haggard, so what you doing?
Well, even though I'm going to have to do it with this, fire my ring at the dragon.
Okay.
Does a 15 hit him?
15 does not. You see the bolt just bounce off of his scaly hide.
Then for my action, which I believe I have to use this as a main action, I'm going to touch myself. And I'm going to...
Don't be so happy about it.
I'm going to use my entire 55 hit points in my lay on hands on myself.
Okay.
And I believe that will end my turn because I don't get an extra turn unless I melee attack, right?
Correct. So, Haggard, at the end of your turn, at least one thing happens. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna do this. So, basically, look like that. We're gonna rotate it. And it's gonna move like that. Alright, so a wall of tangled brush bristling with thorns springs into existence. 10 feet high, 5 feet thick, blocks line of sight. Hagrid, Cassius, and the two, actually all three of the cultists need to make dexterity saving throws.
Okay. Is this against magic? Because I don't have advantage.
No, it is not against magic.
I'm just joking.
It is against ouchie thornsies.
That is a 19.
Okay.
19 plus 4. Really rolling well in the save my ass checks.
Hagrid, what was yours?
I got a 2-9er.
Okay. So, whatever side of the wall you want to be on, when the wall pops up, you can put yourself there. You guys won't take any damage. One of the cultists, though,
So
he takes...
that's to both of us?
Yeah, both of you guys. Whatever side of the wall you want to
I'll
be
be on
on,
that side of the wall.
you're on that side now.
Mhm.
You don't have to worry about that. So you don't have to. I don't know. You know what I mean?
This guy takes...
just pick
I
the
drop you
other.
up wherever you're working. Yeah, I would just take your shoes off.
Do we then, guys, do you want to pause here for the week? And we can come back next week when we have everybody, and we don't have to, less interruptions or whatever.
Yes.
Also,
Yeah, that
I
was-
My character alive for one more week.
I really don't want to kill Tony when he's not here.
I don't know if I can play Sunday next week.
So it might be Sunday or Saturday, depending on what works out.
I know and that's the group that I'm working with.
Yeah.
The other group, we're not sure if we're playing Sunday or Saturday now.
We will we'll get it sorted out. But I think that's a good stopping place for the week. And on
Yes.
layer action, I think that's pretty good.
And maybe the dragon will. Yes.
You might get bored and leave. Yeah, why not?
Mm-hmm.